Okay, so I had this idea to do a 40-day fast. It's basically like 75 hard, but with the gospel. So if you believe in Christ at all, this could be for you. Basically, this is how it's going to work. So there's a daily section and then a weekly section. So for the daily section, you got to just pray 3 times a day, morning, afternoon, and evening. And 2 of those should be on your knees. So if you pray already, that's awesome. Keep it going. If you don't pray, this is a good way to like build the habit. And I think 2 on the knees is good because when you make it more of like a formal thing and get on your knees to pray to God, I don't know, it just really helps you like focus on what you're saying. And then half of praying is listening. So learning to like listen to the feelings you have, listening to the Spirit talk to you is super huge. So I know sometimes when I pray and it's not on my knees, it's still great, like that's awesome, but sometimes it's much easier to get distracted. So then the second one, read the 4 Gospels. So the 4 Gospels is Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John, which is the beginning of the New Testament. In my Bible, in my King James version of the Bible, this comes out to like 4.5 pages a day. So what I'll probably do is just round that up to 5, and you have to read every day. And I mean, if you've never read the New Testament, like reading Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John, like the story of Christ, it's like, it's so good. It's everything. It's the purpose of everything. So this is a great way to dive into it. Very doable. Journal every day. I've been journaling every day since 2017. And yeah, I might have missed a couple days here and there, but it just like helps so much to get all the crap out of my head and onto paper, get my thoughts out, my ideas. Some days it's like a sentence, some days it's like a full page. So it just depends, but get in the habit of journaling. It's super good, and write down like how you feel about this kind of detox. Screen time down 40%. So I think screen time is like a huge issue for most people, and getting less screen time is just important. Like get outside, go do stuff, like go spend time with friends and family, stop scrolling all day long, stop, worrying, especially 2024, like, I don't know, just start living your own life. And then no profane media is pretty big too. I love hip hop. Like that's my most listened to genre. And I'm not like anti-hip hop or anything by any means, but I definitely know when I'm listening to rap all day long, like it has an effect, definitely has an effect on like your thoughts and like where your mind goes. So I'm gonna like cut out all profane media. And I use the word profane, and this is like a little bit up to interpretation, but basically anything that detracts from like being spiritual. So anything like super secular, I'm not gonna like write down like a super strict frame. Like you'll know if it's profane. R-rated movies that are like super bad, or shows that are really bad, or even if reading books that are like garbage that just talk about like crap through the whole book. Any profane media, just cut it out. Doesn't mean you gotta like listen to freaking gospel music 24/7, but just like cut out bad media for 40 days. And I'd cut out the news, like all of that stuff that just clouds your vision. And then get outside for 30 minutes. That's pretty self-explanatory. And then every week, I think it's super cool for people our age, I'm 24, to like find a local church service. Like any kind of service, big or small, little, you can find one near you, and they'd be more than happy to welcome you. If you're afraid, bring a friend, but go and like worship with other people. Like it's such a highlight of my week, going to church. And then having a true Sabbath day, I kind of explained it in my last post on the rules, but just like take one day a week to rest, to like reset, it's like such a good way to, sorry, I'm at the airport, lost my train of thought, but it's a good way to just like reset for the week, wind down, and like prepare yourself to like hit the next week pretty hard. And then one act of service. I think we just need to be like kinder and nicer to each other. And so again, I'm not gonna like define what that is. It doesn't have to be huge, but just like do something selfless for somebody, whether you know them or not. Like get creative, do something throughout your week that's gonna just like make someone's day better. You know, if it's talking to a stranger or texting a friend, or you know, maybe it is bigger. Maybe it's making a meal for somebody, or you know, taking a couple hours out of your weekend to go serve somewhere. Like, just find something to do. So yeah, I'm gonna start this on the 1st and document every day and see how it goes. But just wanted to explain it a little more. Okay, thanks.